What's going on YouTube? It's your boy BGC, aka Bands Go Crazy, and I'm back with another reaction, man. As y'all can see by the title, man, this is when people get murdered on Facebook Live. This is a crazy ass title, I ain't gonna lie. It's a straightforward title, you feel me? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new on the road to 1K subscribers, man. You already know what's going on around here. But hey, let's get this video popping, man. I was about to almost ended this shit.
Stunning new details emerging today about a teenager.
Click something else. Yo.
Stunning new details emerging today about a teenager in foster care who committed suicide live on Facebook.
In the era of social media, where every moment can be broadcast to the world in real time, a dark trend has emerged where the power to share has at times intertwined with the powers of death, leading to countless final moments getting captured on live stream. So here are 10 people who tragically lost their lives while on Facebook.
This is all Facebook Live. This is crazy, bro. That's a little ass boy. That's a little boy right there. Rest in peace to all these people.
Facebook Live. Helen Nyabuto. This is Helen Wendy Nyabuto, casually taking a swim while streaming on Facebook Live. But within minutes, this light-hearted broadcast turned very dark as Helen ventured into the deep end of the pool and drowned. 23-year-old Helen Nyabuto was a Kenyan health worker living in Toronto. She moved to Canada in 2018, working in a long-term care residence outside of Toronto. She was living in Canada, sending money back home to take care of her family. Now, on the day of the incident, Nyabuto, known as Helen Wendy on social media, started a Facebook live stream where she can be seen smiling, swimming, and interacting with viewers from the shallow end of the pool.
But my thing is, if you can't swim, bruh, why is your ass in the deep end by yourself, not holding shit? Number one, why the fuck are you even in the deep end? Two, damn near, why are you even in the fucking pool by yourself if you can't swim? I ain't gonna lie, even if I'm not in the pool with somebody else gotta be around me or something, bro. Cause if you end up drowning, bro, like, well, rest in peace to her, cause she did. But it's like, if this situation happens, and it could be prevented. You feel me? Like, that's sad, bro.
3 minutes
and I know that death
Helen
is
moves to the far end of the pool,
man,
where she appears to begin struggling frantically. She then moves out of the frame altogether, but can still be heard calling for help. And after some time, everything goes eerily still on the live stream. The feed continues to capture the quiet, empty pool for several hours before the motel residents are seen getting into the pool. The same residents can be heard discovering Nyabuto's body and calling the front desk to report it. It was at this point that Nyabuto was confirmed dead. She'd been vacationing at that hotel for about 2 weeks. The family was destroyed when they heard the news. And to make matters worse, they didn't have any money to send the body back home. To their luck, though,
oh no,
a GoFundMe set up by her brother surpassed the 50,000 Canadian dollar target, hitting well over 60,000. Yet, to be honest, no amount of money could ever replace the void.
No, never. At least she got her daughter back to
left
where
in their hearts.
where she needed to, bro. That's so sad, man. Rest in peace to her. I just wish she had like somebody around, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if y'all go swimming and y'all know dang well y'all can't swim, please make sure there's somebody around that can swim. You know what I'm saying? To help you, just in case some shit end up happening, bro. Like, on some real shit, man. Even if you probably know you're not gonna be on that deep end like she was, bro. She probably was just chilling, exploring, and then she probably just lost it. You know what I'm saying? And then she was probably panicking, cause like, if you would have thought, like, you know what I'm saying, she would have just had to go to the bottom and like kind of like push herself. I don't know how to explain it, but like if she's in the middle and she would have kept like not pushing straight up, but like sink herself to the bottom and then push back up. But you know, people think differently in situations, man. So you can't even blame her, man. She was panicking, drowning, nobody's there. You feel me? That's heavy.
Levante White. That was the moment Levante White and his aunt's boyfriend got shot at while riding in a car in Chicago. Around 1:30 p.m. on Valentine's Day in 2017,
This is the second time this nigga showed Queen Latifah fucking scene.
Levante White, his aunt,
Well, the third time technically.
21-year-old Brianna Devante, who was 4 months pregnant at the time, and her boyfriend, 26-year-old Lazarick Collins, were riding around the 2300
Wait.
Chicago. Around 1:30 p.m. on Valentine's Day in 2017, Levante White, his aunt, 21-year-old Brianna
Levante White, little boy. His
Devante,
aunt?
who was 4 months pregnant at the time, and her boyfriend, 26-year-old Lazarick Collins, were riding around the 2300 block of South Kenneth Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. And during the ride, Levante's aunt, who was driving, started using Facebook Live, streaming to everybody while singing and driving, capturing images of Levante sitting in the back. But while she was streaming, a blue Chevy Spark pulled alongside their vehicle with about 4 individuals inside. 2 of them can be seen firing at the vehicle, prompting his aunt to park the car and jump out. Collins was shot 5 times in his abdomen, back, and legs, while Levante was shot once at close range, with a bullet hitting the back of his neck.
Bro, my nigga, are we for real? Are we for real?
And
right
exiting
now?
through his cheek. Both were eventually confirmed dead.
The back of his neck and it came through, I don't even know what side, but if it came through the back of his neck this way, that means it probably went through and came, oh my God, my nigga. Either way, even if it came from straight and it came out through like the side of it, oh my, boy. And I don't even know how old he was.
Dead at the hospital. Although his aunt was
I
shot
think
in
he
the
said 4-year-old.
stomach, by some miracle, she and her unborn child survived. Their family couldn't understand
that's
why they
good.
were the targets of this attack, until one man was captured. 26-year-old Devon Swan was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. And according to Swan's story,
Wait, whatchamacallit? Oh, her boyfriend died?
Collins was the intended target of the shooting, which stemmed from a
Wait, hold on. My bad for
this attack, until one man was
is crazy.
captured. 26-year-old Devon Swan was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. And according to Swan's story, Collins was the intended target of the shooting, which stemmed from a dispute between Collins and a group of individuals. Rumors suggested the dispute had something to do with shady dealings of the Chicago crime underworld, because Devon Swan was a real hitter. This guy had a criminal history of armed robbery, illegal gun charges, and narcotics possession. They let him out on parole just a year before the shooting. And to portray how much of a buffoon he was, the car he used by him and his friends to carry out the shooting belonged to his girlfriend, whom he dropped off at work 1 hour before that shooting. He would go around bragging to many people about that same shooting, and that it was a retaliation for the shooting of his friend believed to have been killed by Collins. I mean, it's either this guy was really dumb or straight up looking for a way to go back to prison. But either way, 2 of the people who were in the car with him, Daniel Harris and Jeremy Ellis, were also arrested and hit with similar charges. Now all 3 have been convicted and serving time for transforming a day of
Boy, killed that little man like that, man. That's sad, boy.
love into a day of sorrow. Jeremiah Dickey.
Out of Brooklyn, where police are searching for the person who shot a teenager in the head, leaving that young man to die.
They were telling us just a few moments ago that the victim was actually on Facebook Live at the time of the shooting, that gunshots could be heard in the background.
6:45 p.m.,
Crazy.
February 4th, 2020. NYPD respond to 911 calls about a male African American getting shot at Elton Street and New Lots Avenue in Brooklyn, NYC. By the time he got there, they found 19-year-old Jeremiah Dickey on the ground with a gunshot wound to his head, unconscious and unresponsive. So what exactly happened to Dickey? Well, according to his mom, he was a loving kid with a good heart, always doing things for others. He loved rap music and maybe wanted to become a rapper himself. However, that dream, or any other dream, was cut real short after he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Damn, bruh. That's fucked up.
On the day of the incident, Jeremiah went live on Facebook, rapping the song 30 by Brooklyn rapper Blizzy Blanks while he sat inside his car. After about 35 seconds of rapping, he stuck his head out the window, and as he did, 5 shots rang out, leading to him dropping his phone and the screen going blank. Alarmed at what happened, viewers expressed their fears before it was cut off. And the crazy thing here is Dickie was merely a couple blocks away from his home. On top of that, residents within the area were oblivious to the gunshots that had been fired.
How?
Probably due to how fast the shooter or shooters fled the scene. One neighbor with a store nearby told the cops that he actually thought the sound was a firecracker or some random people playing around, not knowing Jeremiah, who just lived down the road from his store, was the one getting shot. And was he really the target? Well, we don't know. Nobody does. And judging by the fact that this incident happened over 4 years ago, might as well be closed at this point. This video
They don't have no information on the shooter, the suspect, on nothing, the car, nothing that happened.
has been taken down from Facebook. Kiana Herndon, December 20.
Bro, they don't got no information on that in 4 years?
28th, 2016, 26-year-old mother of 2 from Camden, Arkansas, Kiana Herndon, started her Facebook Live broadcast by singing to her viewers. She can be seen holding her 1-year-old son, Riley, and talking about how she wanted to return to school. But suddenly her demeanor changed. Her breathing began to be labored, and she rubbed her eyes as she began to shake.
Wiping her face, she just kept wiping her face, just kept shaking her head. And I was like, we call her Key. I said, what's wrong with Key?
A family member at home at the time was wondering what was happening, but really didn't take it seriously
Yo,
until
this movie, off topic. Yo, this movie, she said, oh, she was looking at them pictures of this nigga and her. If y'all ain't see this movie, I forgot what this movie was called. Was it This Christmas? No, I don't think so. I forgot what this movie was called. This nigga cheated on his wife right here. If y'all don't know the movie. Nigga all the way on the left cheated on his wife in the middle, and she was getting shown pictures of the shorty on the right. Was showing that they took together. Wait, that's funny as hell.
Well, she fell back and stopped moving. Her son Riley then picked up the phone, which had dropped from Kiana's arms, and started playing with it. At this time, reports say Kiana was still grasping for breath and maybe...
Wait, whoa, hold on.
Her son Riley then picked up the phone, which had dropped from Kiana's arms, and started playing with it. At this time, reports say Kiana was still grasping for breath and maybe, just maybe, if someone had come to check out what was really going on with her, she would have survived. After fighting for her life with her son sitting on her lap, Kiana fell to the ground, while her audience, growing by the second, was stunned at what was happening. No one knew if she was dead or alive, but all doubts were cleared after someone called 911, and first responders arrived, transporting her to the hospital. Unfortunately, she was confirmed dead hours later. Due to the circumstances surrounding her death, her story went viral on Facebook, with some speculating she probably had some underlying heart problems. However, this was absolutely incorrect. The truth was she had a serious thyroid problem, and in the weeks before her death, she was also diagnosed with cancer. That brought her a lot of pain, leading her to use Facebook to escape from reality. She had suffered from similar attacks before the death. According to her uncle, Kiana once described the pain as if her heart was about to jump out of her chest. That description's pretty painful, and for some reason, this same uncle also blamed her Facebook friends for her death. He claimed they shouldn't have just sat there watching her suffer in front of her crying baby. He thinks someone should have called for help sooner. Now, we're not here to pick sides, but do you genuinely believe that someone on Facebook should have called sooner? Or how about her own family, who was in the same house? Well,
I was about to say, didn't they just say that somebody was in the house? Like, wasn't she? If she was alone, then okay. Like, even so, like, and when you're on live, like, I don't know, like, it's different because it's like niggas don't know what you like. They gotta wait before it's like real, because now you calling. Now if you the person that's calling, seeing this on live, and they get there and nothing actually happened, now you gotta explain all this. You feel me? So it's like, but she was in the house with other people. Nigga, do not say shit about them niggas on the live. I ain't gonna lie, you can't say shit about them niggas on the live.
all this was going on.
Some people in the house should have. If somebody on the live called the cops before somebody in that house called the cops, you shouldn't say shit about niggas on the live, like at all. Cause how are they in the house and didn't even realize that? Are you serious? You telling me you don't check your house for 5, 6, 7, whatever, how many hours it been? You don't walk around a little bit of nothing. What were you just sitting in the back doing nothing? You ain't hear nothing. You ain't see, like nothing. And you was in that house. You ain't hear no thump, no.
Crying baby. He thinks someone should have called for help sooner.
Yeah, crying baby, anything, bro. They could have came out and been like, why is he crying? Like something, folks. Like something, folks.
Out there watching her suffer in front of her crying baby. He thinks someone should have called for help sooner. Now, we're not here to pick sides, but do you genuinely believe that someone on Facebook should have called sooner? Or how about her own family, who was in the same house while all this was going on?
Like
Philando
what?
Castile.
I do have a firearm on me.
Don't reach for it, then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
He just shot his arm off. We got pulled over on Larpener.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
That was the moment Diamond Reynolds got out her phone and went on Facebook Live, showing her bloody boyfriend, Philando Castile, a school cafeteria supervisor, after having been shot multiple times by a policeman. July 6th, 2016. Castile and Reynolds were traveling on a busy street near the Minnesota State Fairgrounds when they were flashed by...
That nigga need life in prison. Talking about something. Nigga, you thought he was reaching. You just asked a nigga for an ID, he gonna go reach for the ID. And then you just shoot the nigga, bro. What the fuck do you? That's exactly why I try to avoid as much. Like, bro, I'm not trying to get in no confrontation with no cops, bro. Cause I don't give a fuck if you say you a good cop or not, bro. Just by the amounts of bad cops that's around this motherfucker, I don't even want to test my luck and pray and hope that you a good cop that I'm running up against. You feel me? I don't even want to test my luck with that shit. You feel me? Like, nigga, I'm not calling police for nothing unless like, you feel me? Like, it needs to be called. Like, and I mean need.
by a cop car to pull over. Once they did, the officer, Yanez, walks up to their vehicle, meeting Miss Reynolds seated in the front passenger seat and her 4-year-old young daughter in the back. Now, although it wasn't heard on the video, the officer silently radioed to a colleague that he thought Mr. Castile matched the description of a robbery suspect from a few days earlier. Now, Mr. Castile is waiting patiently while Yanez is waiting for his backup. But once the second cop arrives, that's when the real mayhem begins. Yanez walked up to Castile's window and told him that his brake light was broken. He then asked proof of insurance and a driver's license, to which Mr. Castile responded politely, handing his insurance through the window. Mr. Castile, who had a permit to carry a gun, informed the officer that he had one with him, to which Officer Yanez explicitly informed him not to pull it out. As he tried reassuring the officer that he wasn't pulling out the gun, Yanez fired 7 shots at Castile, leaving him a bloody mess. In the minutes after the shooting, Yanez kept his gun pointed towards the car as he called for backup and an ambulance, while Diamond started live streaming to an audience on Facebook, explaining what had just happened. Yanez, already emotional about what just happened, kept explaining that he informed Mr. Castile not to reach for the gun. He told Miss Reynolds to keep her hands where he could see him as she continued the broadcast.
Hell no.
He had a firearm and he was reaching for his wallet, and the officer just shot him in his arm. We're waiting for a back. I will, sir. No worries. I will. He just shot his arm off. We got pulled over on Larpener.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
Keep your hands where they are, please.
Yes, I will.
As the video kept rolling, she was subsequently handcuffed and placed into the back of the squad car along with...
You gotta fucking hate these niggas, man. Like, and this is why I say, bro, it's not enough good cops to say to make me stop saying fuck cops, bro. Like, for all the shit that them niggas done did, bro, them good cops is not making up for that shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro. If you a good cop, I'm very much sorry to you, bro, because it's still, bro, y'all not doing enough to make up for what these niggas is doing, bro. Like, for real. Like, this is the stupid shit that I be talking about, bro. Exactly why back in the day them niggas made the F the police shit, bro. Cause it's still going on now, bro. Folks, like, what the fuck?
with their
That
daughter.
shit's stupid.
In the aftermath, the case sparked widespread outrage, with people tagging it as yet another instance of police brutality. And then it got worse when Officer Yanez was acquitted of the murder. It's probably
He was a fuck out of here, boy. That would.
hard to believe, but yeah, he wasn't found guilty, and there's a reason for it. You see, his dashcam video didn't show clips that might have been essential for the jurors to consider. Clips like the full view of the front seat of Mr. Castel's car, which would have shown his hands and what he was reaching for just before the shooting. Yanez claimed that Castel was reaching for his gun, and his lawyers made that a central point in his defense. And while he was charged with 3 felonies, including second-degree manslaughter, Yanez made it clear to the jury that he feared for his life. Hence, he fired his gun. In contrast to that, Miss Reynolds.
Protect your wealth by spending physical gold, not paper money that grows weaker by the
said Castel was simply reaching for his license. And since she started that stream after the fact, no footage could resolve it. Terrell Smith.
Hold on. Hold the fuck on. No, where the fuck is his body cam? Hello? Body cam? No fucking body cam? Like, the fuck? Fuck you mean? The SWAT car and her live last. Nigga, you supposed to have some shit on your fucking body. Nigga, the fuck? The hell niggas got? Yo, that's some fuckery. That's some stupid fuckery. That's what that is right there. Yeah. I just seen it, y'all check out my last video. I just had seen this
Devin Terrell Smith was on his Facebook Live talking to the camera. He was in a heated exchange with someone who was making comments as he was going live. Minutes later, someone drove right up to his house in Ypsilanti. More than 30 shots were fired.
June 28, 2022. Terrell Smith was shot dead during an argument on Facebook Live. Unlike the other ones, his death had some links to the live stream he was hosting. 46-year-old Smith, living out of Michigan's Ypsilanti Township, was known as a friend for the food he made and often gave away. He was known for his love and support of the people of the town and his lively, brutally honest Facebook Live appearances. It's safe to say he was a Facebook celebrity, with hundreds of people tuning into his broadcasts to connect with his vibrant personality and candid insights. However, on the day of the incident, one person in particular couldn't tolerate Terrell's edgy jokes. Terrell continuously made fun of this person, telling him via broadcast that moving out of Ypsilanti wouldn't make him better. The guy took offense to it, claiming to be riding around with 60 shots and making threats at Terrell. Terrell played him off, claiming he didn't care if he had 100 shots on him, while a car with 3 men would pull up to Terrell's home and 30 shots were fired, causing him serious injury. And here's the thing, despite the ridiculous amount of shots he was riddled with, Terrell didn't die immediately. He kept fighting for his life until neighbors called paramedics and he was taken to the hospital. However, after some hours in ER, he succumbed to the gruesome injuries sustained. Deputies collected 4 9mm shells, 6 5.7 caliber shells, and 19 7.60.
Damn, so all 3 of them niggas shot. All 3 of them niggas shot. All 3 of them niggas shot. With 3 different fucking weapons. The fuck? Yo. Y'all got hell nah. Them niggas got that mad. Fuck. Nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck he was saying. He might have been saying some shit.
Meter shells, 6 5.7 caliber shells, and 19 7.6.
Hit the nigga with the 7.62s. Oh, shit. Fuck. Yo, bro, this is crazy.
62 caliber rifle cartridges
30
scattered around the
shots?
floor of Smith's home. Investigators found the doorbell cam that recorded the shooting, later identifying 3 vehicles owned by the shooters. After reviewing video and checking traffic cameras around the area, a lot of arrests were made, but 3 main people pled guilty to the charges: Sharif Bonner, Tyree Pitts, and Corey and Joseph Brown. After pleading
why he ain't show the other name, the other 2? They must have been underage or something.
guilty, all 3 accepted a plea deal. Naika Venant.
In late January, 14-year-old Naika Venant, is in foster care at the time, took to Facebook Live for 3 hours before himself.
For much.
Huh? Rest in peace, her soul, man. Oh my goodness.
Much of her short life, Naika Bennett bounced between two parents. A birth mother who would beat her without pity, leave her in bed with her boyfriends who watched porn movies, and eventually abandon her, and the state of Florida, which repeatedly returned Naika to a mother who showed little interest in changing her ways. All she ever wanted was to be with her mom, Gina Alexis. Time and time again, she sought love from her, who reportedly responded with fists and a belt. And when she realized she was never going to get that love, she put an end to her quest in a shower stall at her last foster home, where she hanged herself with a scarf, desiring her final moments.
This is just sad, bro.
To be as public as possible.
Send that mother to jail, boy. Send that mother to jail for child abuse.
Naika streamed her last act on Facebook Live, with hundreds watching. But how exactly did she get to this point? When Naika had just turned 4 years old, the Department of Children and Families, DCF, was called to her mother's home. Naika had been left with a male babysitter, who, in turn, left her unattended with no food and water. The DCF wouldn't act on this, and just a year later, Naika was left again unattended, leading to her getting admitted into the hospital with an undisclosed chronic health condition. At this point, the DCF called in the mother, Alexis, after Naika informed them that she had called her a liar and a faker, even making threats against her life. They offered daycare for Naika, but Alexis refused any services. In January 2009, Alexis beat Naika with a belt after finding out her daughter had become sexually active with another child. She beat Naika so bad that the girl had more than 30 marks on her arms, legs, and back. The DCF was then forced to remove her from her mother's care, and the girl would begin the first of 3 episodes in foster care, where workers kept wondering where the heck Naika had learned about sex. In therapy, she disclosed that she slept in the same room as her mother's boyfriends, and that she had watched what she'd called sex movies. And even though Naika had told authorities her mother continued to beat her during unsupervised visits in foster care, she was still returned to Alexis 17 months later. Now, a month after Naika had returned to her mom in July.
This is crazy, bro. People are really not sought out to be mothers, bro. For real. Like real shit.
July 2010, the DCF received another report saying that she had been sexually abused while in foster care. The other child vehemently denied it, insisting that Naika was the aggressive one and that he repeatedly told her to get out of his room. The DCF would turn this case cold, but Naika had come back under their radar when she reported that her mother was maltreating her. She was then taken to another foster care, which became some sort of a routine between the DCF, Alexis, and Naika for years. The tipping point was in April 2016, when Naika had changed homes 14 times in a
14 times?
span of about 9 months, most of which came out of behavioral disruptions. Now, the constant movements made it extremely difficult for mental health professionals to offer any kind of meaningful care for her. And in November of said year, these same professionals recommended that Naika live in what's called a specialized therapeutic foster home, where she could receive the kind of intensive care she needed. But there was no bed space available, meaning Naika ping-ponged yet again from one foster care to the other until she couldn't take it anymore. January 22nd, 2017, Naika spent nearly 3 hours broadcasting on Facebook Live in the bathroom of her foster parents' home as she contemplated whether or not to end life. Many watching the stream pleaded with her not to kill herself, while some others triggered her, calling the situation fake. On top of this report,
and it always be them niggas on the net. Oh, you not gonna do it. Oh, you fake. I want to see you do it. And then the niggas see that shit happen. They like, but I didn't know she was really suicide. Like, bitch, shut your stupid ass up, bro. I promise you, anybody that incriminate anybody that killed themselves, bro, I hope they get caught and charged with some serious ass shit. No bullshit. I'm wishing that on you. You ever had commented some bullshit like that on somebody's life at all, bro? I wish that on you. I wish jail time on you, for real.
Would say her mother was also watching the stream for 2 hours and even left a message that must have crippled Naika's mental health at that dying moment even more. The report claims that Gina Alexis wrote, #ADHD games played. You sad little DCF custody jit. That's why you where you at for this dumb shit and more. You keep crying wolf, you dead, you'll get buried. Life goes on after a jit that doesn't listen to their parents.
Bro.
Trying to be grown, seeking boys and girls' attention instead of books. I mean, what mother would...
Like, man, I know that ain't her crying right there. Get your goofy ass on, man. You ain't no
would
mother,
write
man.
something like this.
You ain't no mother, man. If this is her crying, if this is her crying, you's a goofy, lame ass nigga, for real. You was not no mother. You do not have a deserve to be crying, cause your child should not be in foster care. They would not have went through none of this shit if they would have stayed in the house and you ain't put them in. You ain't having that in the room with your nasty ass boyfriend, whatever the fuck it was. Like watching sex movies. Are we serious? That nigga's nasty too. You watching sex movies with a little ass child. Like, we're not gonna just throw that at the window either. But like, as a mother, you should not be doing that. And then you kicked your child out, abused her, all types of goofy shit. And now you gonna be up here sitting here crying because she done killed herself. Nigga, fuck out of here, bro. If you gonna get your ass on, man.
We certainly don't know. Whatever her intention was, Naika took her own life, hanging herself in the bathroom with a
Rest in
scarf.
peace to her, man. That is sad, bro.
Antonio Perkins.
That is sad, bro. Rest in peace to that girl. She was moving from place to place 14 times in the span of 9 months. Damn near went to 2 houses each month, bro. Each month, damn near, she was at 2 houses, bro. Two different spots. That's insane. Like, that is crazy. I haven't even moved that much in my life at all. Like, bro, like, what? Like, that, rest in peace to her, man, for real.
Rule number 1. If you have enemies, never reveal your location. Broadcasting on Facebook Live can make a hitman's job a lot easier, and ignoring this simple rule can have deadly consequences. Around 8:45 p.m. May 29th, 2019, 28-year-old Perkins, aka Cicero Yayo, started a live stream at around the 1600 block of South Drake Ave in Chicago. The video shows him recording himself and talking before somebody out of nowhere opens fire on him. Perkins tried running away, but at least 6 shots were heard, and his phone appeared to tumble through the bloody grass before going black. Voices were heard screaming for emergency services to be called. In the aftermath, he was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 9:07 p.m. Paramedics discovered that he was shot in the neck and head about 6 minutes into the live stream, but what they couldn't decipher was why Perkins was the target of this shooting. According to The Street, Perkins had numerous arrests and convictions and was documented as a gang member in Chicago. However, he was looking to put that life behind him by getting a proper job and taking care of his 3 kids. So maybe his murder was linked to his bad days. Maybe he really never left. But the one troubling thing the family was going through was that Facebook didn't take the video down. Oh, it's still up there, guys, with a graphic.
Right now? How many? It's 5 months ago. There's no way. There's no way that video is still up.
Warning message. When BBC asked a spokeswoman for Facebook, she said that the video didn't violate any company policy. Perkins' initial Facebook Live broadcast was shared more than 1 million times, while a copy of the video has been shared more than 645,000.
It doesn't violate any company policies? Then what happened? I guess you could just hear the shots and then just the screen go black. Is that all?
Times, amplifying the family's grief and raising serious concerns about the role of social media in these types of tragedies.
Bro, yeah, there's a big role in social media, man. Everybody want to post their shit on live. Everybody want to say shit on live, want to do shit on live, want to record it, want to take pictures of it, want to take pictures of the things that they doing, things that they about to do. All types of shit. Yeah, the internet plays a big role, and even if not that, it shows a display a lot of people that really don't give a fuck. There's a lot of people that really just don't give a fuck. So it creates a whole bunch of more people that don't give a fuck. Because now they're like, oh, he just did this shit on live and got away with it. Shit, why can't I? Then now the fuckery. It's just a whole bunch of fuckery.
Rankins. Just like almost every case we've gone over so far, Rankins is yet another to lose his life on live stream.
My
this
God.
one comes with a little twist. 34-year-old Rankins was a resident of Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh my, did they hit? Oh my God. Did you see the nigga fingers? Jesus.
Known to his friends and family as kind and sociable, he frequently used social media to stay connected with his loved ones and share moments from.
And this is another reason why I started to be pausing so much. This is another reason why I really do not want to go live out and about by myself. I gotta have security, nigga. Or if I'm live, I'm in the crib. You gonna have to bust through this door and get your shit peeled back if you think you gonna kill me, nigga.
From his life. Little did anyone know that
I also don't got no enemies, so I mean, hey.
His online presence would one day capture his final
At least
moments.
I don't think.
January 23rd, 2020.
Niggas could be beefing with me and I don't even know.
Streaming on Facebook from Stella Street in Montgomery. During that stream, a man crept into his home through the window and started shooting. The horrifying incident was brought.
Whoa, I was just talking about a nigga gonna have to come. Nigga crept through it. Yo, I was just talking shit about like being yo. Yo, we gotta make sure them shits is locked, boy. Them windows, them doors, nigga.
And crept into his home through the window and started shooting. The horrifying incident was broadcasted in real time, with many watching in shock and disbelief as he fell to the ground, lifeless. The live stream abruptly ended, leaving everybody stunned and desperate for answers. Now, following the shooting, Montgomery police were quickly called. Authorities confirmed that the live stream was connected to the incident on Stella Street. The brutal nature of this broadcast hit the community hard, especially because Rankins was a father with 5 good kids.
Oh, woo. We're about to turn like 3 of them niggas.
I mean, who's gonna take care of these kids now? In the months following the incident, police conducted a thorough investigation trying to track down the perp, and around 7 months later, they would make a significant breakthrough. 19-year-old Bakari Taylor was arrested by U.S. Marshals.
19? This some gang show, or was this like a hit? Or what?
Gulf Coast Regional Fugitive Task Force,
and
was charged with Roosevelt's murder. Reports say Taylor had a confrontation with Rankins before Rankins went live, making him come back and carry out that fatal shooting. And being that Rankins was literally that neighborhood good guy, his death had a huge impact in the community. Friends and
so all it was a confrontation, and yo, I'm telling you, yo, you put a gun in a nigga hands, bro. He just feel like he could just rule the world in this bitch, bro. Like, why the fuck, bro? Like, if it was that bad, bro, nigga, get the squabble on with, cuz he's not even a op or nothing like that. Y'all nigga just got into a little squirrel, like a little conversation, a little squirrel or whatever the fuck it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? A little, what's that? I'm trying to think of the word. A little, I can't even think of the word right now. But you know what I'm saying? I got into it a little bit. You feel me? You not need to go over there and then sneak up in his crib and yo, it's getting real. Niggas is like, oh, we arguing? I'm gonna kill your ass. Like, nigga, damn. Like, you telling me y'all just got into a little confrontation or some shit, bro? I'm thinking he was like an OG banger or some shit in the past. You know what I'm saying? Done did some shit, and now he beefing with the young niggas and shit. Like, this nigga was a good nigga to everybody in the neighborhood, bro. Bro, you could have easily got a squabble down or could have talked to him, bro.
family mourned the loss. But the good thing here is they made a communal effort to make sure that his kids still had a good education.
Yes, sir. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear, man. So them kids must have been young, man. Rest in peace to him, boy.
Juan Jamalan, November 5th, 2023. Filipino radio host Juan Jamalan, known on air as Johnny Walker, was tragically shot during his live broadcast from his home in Calamba, Misamis Occidental. Johnny Walker here was a well-loved personality on 94.7 Gold Mega Calamba FM. While streaming on Facebook Live, two men approached his home, ostensibly to make a public announcement. One drew a .45 caliber pistol and shot Jamalan twice, one in the lower lip and again in the back of the head, as viewers watched in horror. The attack, which was also captured on CCTV, shocked everybody as this abruptly turned from lively music to a deadly scene. The assailants, accompanied by a third accomplice on a motorcycle, stole Jamalan's necklace before fleeing the scene, and despite being rushed to the hospital, he was pronounced dead a few hours later. Now here's the thing. Being that the entire ordeal was caught live on camera, the police got composite sketches of the suspects and were able to establish a motive. Jamalan Holland had recently won a court case related to a land dispute where his radio station was located, which his widow believes may have been the motive. Of course, being the public figure he was, his murder drew widespread condemnation. Even the president of the Philippines, Bongbong Marcos, vowed swift justice, emphasizing that attacks on journalists wouldn't be tolerated in his country. All sorts of media and human rights groups would echo this sentiment. Sadly, his death is one of many that just happened to get caught in real time.
Bro, that is so sad, bro. That's another thing that's scary, bro. You trying to be a nigga that's trying to be a journalist and all types of shit like that, bro. That shit is scary work, bro. Cause there's so many niggas that just get kidnapped or there's a lot of people in this world that don't give a fuck that you trying to do journalists on their shit. They will kill your ass. Cause why are you trying to get this information from me? You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just sucks. And like, that nigga, rest in peace to him, man. Just trying to get some info, man. But hey, hope y'all enjoyed this video, this reaction right here. It's your boy BGC, aka Bands Go Crazy. We got any other videos you want me to react to? You already know, man. Hit the comments, man. But hey, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Yo, why am I about to say that 3 times, man? I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. I'm out this thing. Gang.